Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm Ashton, and this is my game for round 2 of the playoffs of the Major Pokemon League. So this week I'm going up against Turbo Blaze and his Phoenix Midnight. So I don't think I'm going to do a team builder. If I do, I might upload it in a separate video. But I don't think I am, just because I don't have too much time this weekend, and you know it's already Saturday by the time I'm making this video. So I'm going out today, and I'm going to be really busy the rest of the weekend. So you know. But I'll just briefly go over my team now. So, well, yeah, I bring Sylveon, Mew, Snorlax, Superior, Bronzong, and Lando. As Turbo brings kind of what I expect, a little different, but he brings Tango, Excadrill, Manaphy, Conch, Zygarde, and Darmanitan. So, did not bring Togekiss, which I expected. Did not bring Hippo, which I kind of expected, but the rest I mainly expected. Didn't totally expect to see Tangrowth. He brought it last time, but I thought, you know, he wouldn't bring it again just because it didn't do too well last time. So I don't know, my thought process was that he might not want to bring it again, but it did make sense with what he did and how he brought it. But my team, I'll just go over it. So Sylveon, physically defensive, got like a bit of speed just for creepiness and stuff. But I believe it was Wish, Protect, Hyper, and Toxic. Takes hits from stuff like Conch decently well, and Zygarde fairly well, and it has lefties, by the way. Last time I think it was Braviary, but I have lefties this time. Yeah, I've, you know, Wish and pass into stuff and can heal myself. It's pretty cool. Mew is my win con this week. It's Rock Polish, which is really cool. With Psychic, Shadow Ball, and Ice Beam. Believe me, Mew because the Genesis Supernova is really cool. Supernova Genesis. I always forget which one's first. I always mix up the order. I don't know, but you know what I mean. Mew, it's really cool. Yeah, Mew's really cool, and it's meant to be my win con. It's I think it was almost max speed. It wasn't max speed timid just because I didn't feel like I needed to be, and I wanted a little more bulk, so I just sped crept beat Darmanitan, I believe. So if Manaphy is max speed timid, then I'm not gonna speed tie that, which is a little unfortunate, but that's alright. But yeah, it's meant to be my win con when stuff's beating down. I can set up on stuff. I have enough HP so I can live a Jolly Scarfed Flare Blitz from Darmanitan after Stealth Rocks, which is dope. The next is my Snorlax, which is, I think fully physically defensive, or like almost fully, with Return, Recycle, Belly Drum, and Ice Punch. Holding the Figure with Gluttony, because I brought that last time and it did some pretty good stuff. I had Earthquake over Belly Drum last time, but you know, Belly Drum's a cool tech, especially with another set that I'll talk about in a minute. But Snorlax is just a nice mon to take some hits, dish out some damage if I can get a Belly Drum. That's really nice with the Figure Berry. I can go for a drum, be at half, and my Figure Berry will put me back to full health. The next is my Superior, which is it's a similar set to last time. Well, okay, pretty much with this team, most of my sets were similar to last time. I didn't bring Bronzong last time, and instead I brought Scolipede, but a lot of my sets are similar to last time, and it was hard to build sort of like a different team. I mean, I did build like a different team. Like I didn't just kind of build from that first team. Like I did build a new team from scratch, but I had to use similar ideas just because I felt like those were the best to approach this matchup, and I feel like that was my best way of taking on this match, or taking on this matchup and taking on Turbo, because his team's scary. He's got a lot of threats. And it was tough to build the first time. I feel like I built a really good team the first time. Not perfect. There were definitely some flaws and things I noticed, but they end up still working out in the battle, and I was still able to win the first time. So I brought a sort of similar team. Sylveon was, yeah, Sylveon was like bulky both times. Snorlax was a similar set. Superior was the same kind of set. This time on Superior, though, I'm Leaf Storm, HP Ice, Synthesis, and Mirror Coat to take on Togekiss, because, you know, that I could be a nice lure for that, because I could live at Air Slash and the Mirror Coat, and then bam, you're dead, which is cool. Yeah, Surf was a similar set, Sylveon was a similar set, so was Snorlax, then Lando. My Lando's Scarfed. It also was Scarfed last time. It had Rocks last time. This time, Rocks on Bronzong. But Lando is, like Earthquake, U-Turn, Stone Edge, and Knockoff, I think, kind of standard moveset. Max Speed, Jolly, just to outspeed Manaphy. So, you know, kind of standardish there. It was pretty much the same set last time, except that I had Rocks over, I think, a Knockoff. So, similar sets there. Then, my Bronzong, taking place with Scolipede, or at least one of the mons that I brought. It's not the same team. It's a different team. So it's not like taking the place of it, but just it's serving a different role. But you know, Bronzong, it has my Stealth Rocks this week just because I didn't want to throw them on Lando again, because I really like Scarf Lando to outspeed Scarf Darmanitan, or Scarf Drill, or both, or just any other Scarfers, or like a Manaphy, a +1 speed from Legacy Rain Dance, etc. But Bronzong was it has the what's it called, like the the power anklet or whatever, power, I think any of those do the same, to half my speed, which means my gyro ball does more, and I also have Earthquake, Trick Room, and Stealth Rocks. I do not have Explosion on this. I should have had Explosion in hindsight. I'll explain that a bit after the battle. But still, I can get a Trick Room, which that's sort of my method of sort of not being so passive, because then for some of the sub-sweepers like Manaphy or Zygarde, I can set up a Trick Room, and then, you know, if they kill me off, then I can bring something slower like Snorlax or Sylveon, which is kind of cool. So that's the team there. The Mew, this time is an offensive sweeper with Rock Polish instead of defensive with Calm Mind and Roost. But yeah, it's the team. So Hero brings kind of similar team to last time. Last time, I think he also brought Darm, Zygarde, Conk, and Tangrowth, but instead of Manaphy and Drill, he brought Togekiss and Gengar. So let's get into the battle. My lead is Blandurus, because I can U-turn on something, and if he leads with Darm, if he's Scarf, he might not expect me to be Scarf, and I could maybe just go ahead and knock out turn 1. So I do just go for the EQ, thinking maybe I could knock him out. I could have U-turned. I wanted to U-turn, but I didn't want to have to bring in Snorlax and have him go for... I didn't want to have him try to pivot, try to get the slow pivot as I switch and do my Snorlax, and he can get the slow. And I thought he might stay in, because if he was Scarfed, which turns out he actually wasn't, I'll explain after the match, but he was not Scarfed. So if he was, though, he might not expect me to be Scarfed, but I was last time. So if I could get that free knockout turn 1, that'd be dope. I don't know, I think in hindsight I should have U-turned just because I was Scarfed last time, and he would maybe expect me to be Scarfed again, so I feel like by that logic, I should have U-turned. Also knowing Turbo, I feel like I should have and would have known he would have made that play. I don't know. That's fine though, because I think I can go in my Sylveon fairly safely, because as long as he's not too offensive, I can take it pretty well. Because he just goes right for the knockoff, which is what I expected. Knock off my lefties. A little unfortunate, but not a huge deal, so I should go for Wish, just to, you know, scout a bit. As he goes for Sludge Bomb, gets a crit and a poison. Thanks. So that damage reveals he looks like he's offensive of some sort. Not max. He's not max special attack and modest, but he's either maybe max special attack in some other nature, or maybe like some random amount of attacking, like 100, 150 or something, and modest or plus special attack nature. I'm really not sure what his spread was, but he said after the match it was something kind of funky, which is what I expected from that, at least from this damage, and looking at calcs. So here, this is a tough play, so I'm put on the back foot here. He won't take KO me with Sludge Bomb, but now with the poison, he does around half. And I think depending on rolls, he can do a little over half with the Sludge Bomb and the poison now. So a little unfortunate because I don't have my Luckies anymore too. So Sylveon can't really beat this thing one-on-one, so that really sucks. So I go for Protect here just to scout. Maybe he switches, or I don't know. Didn't really matter too much what he did there. I think the next round I just go for Hyper just to scout his set, see if he's AV, see what he is rocking. But that damage shows he is AV, even though I do a lot. He goes like a max roll if he was like max HP in Assault Vest, so that's cool. So he goes for Sludge Bomb, knocks me out as I expected. So I bring in Mew, Ice Beam knocks him out. Even though he is bested, Ice Beam knocks him out. So I thought he'd switch because Tango is still pretty valuable to take on Lando and kind of take on Surf to an extent. So I thought he'd switch out. So I just go for my my Psychic Mew here because nothing really wants to switch in. Even Excadrill does not switch in too well. I go for Genesis Supernova. Genesis is first. You know, I always mix them up. It's hard to keep that together, but go for that, and it does half. So I don't have Earth Power. I don't have anything to knock him out here. I kind of wanted to bring Earth Power. I think someone suggested to me, maybe it's Grave, you know, I think it's Bronson, suggested I should bring Earth Power. I was like, I want Shadow Ball for Goth, even though I knew it was more likely to bring Excadrill than Goth, and I don't know, it's whatever. Earth Power would have knocked him out here. If I did have Earth Power, I think I would stay in, but I don't. So I'm almost certain that he's Scarf because he's Mold Breaker, which I thought he would be because he's no hit out to give him a Sand Stream, or give him a Sand Rush boost. So I'm almost certain he's Scarfed, so he'll outspeed me. And he does not knock me out. Earthquake 2 gives me Iron Head. I don't think Iron Head would load. Maybe it was a roll. But I go into Surf. He does go for that, for the Iron Head. So he does a little under a half, so I could stay and take another one. But Leaf Storm is not in my favor to knock him out. It doesn't. Or it's a roll to knock him out, but it's a roll that's not in my favor. So I go into Snorlax to take an Iron Head. I still have my Piggy Berry intact for my Gluttony. So here I go for Belly Drum, which this was a misplay. And you'll see especially that was a misplay in just a second. But I should have collected Return there. Or maybe Return, because that does slightly more to Tangrowth. Slightly. And then that does decent damage to this, I can scout a bit. And, but I should have gone for that. I mean, I really should have gone to Snorlax originally. I didn't go on Surf at all, because I thought about the scenario. I could go into lax on his drill, and then he would bring in his Kong, because I could maybe get off some damage. So I'm bringing Mew, plus all these Psychic turning up, and I can pressure something with the Psychic. That's what I should have done. That's what I wanted to do, but I wanted to go in the Surf and the Scout, and I thought maybe he'd take Earthquake, and I don't know. So anyways, I just relax in here, as the Tank Earth in. So I click Belly Drum here. I should have clicked Return. Now, one thing I forgot to fix when I put Belly Drum on the set instead of Curse was I forgot to make my HP even. So now I'm at slightly above half, so I'm not in figure range. Now Drain Punch from an Adam Max Attack Conkeldurr with like Assault Vest or just non-boosting item does like 60. I think it was maybe it was like somewhere from like 55, maybe like 65, something around there, maybe a little less. I think a little less than that, but like if I had my Figure Berry and was at full, then I would be able to live a hit and then knock him out. Now, then I'd be really low and went out of my Figgy, so I'd be at like 35%. So not like super low, but still not a great position. So I should have just gone for damage on the switch into this, gotten some damage, scouted his set a bit, and then gone into Mew. But here I'm like, shit, I don't live a Drain Punch, so I gotta switch out. I still have my Figgy intact, so I can switch that thing back in, and it's alright. So I go into Mew, take the Drain Punch pretty well. So here I can pressure him with the Psychic. I think I just go for Ice Beam, he goes right into Drill, I believe. I could have gone for Ice Beam, but that doesn't kill, so no point doing that really. I just go for Psychic, and I don't want to take a hitter because I want to keep this thing alive and around for Conk. So I go back into Snorlax because I know he can pop my Figgy here. So he goes for EQ, pops my Figgy. I get up to some more health, and then he gets a crit, which is unfortunate because it means, you know, it's just gonna be like another turn this, and it's just gonna stall out a little more. So it goes for another EQ. It's just a little bit of cycle here, but I keep getting my Figure Berry back intact. So here, I think my play was to knock him, or no, my play was to recycle here. Yes. So here, my play is to knock him out because I can live a hit, and then, because Earthquake would do like 30, then I'd be at like 30%, then Figgy Berry would put me back to 80. I can live a hit from Scarfed Arm, I can live a hit from Conk. So that's my play. But no, he gets another crit as I knock him out, so, that crit, it wasn't quite as huge as I thought, because the Star Mantine's actually banded, but I didn't know that yet. So, if he's Scarfed, which at the time I thought he was maybe Scarfed, because he could have double Scarfs, or maybe just some other item, I really don't know. But that crit was kind of huge, at least I thought it was. Not quite as big as I thought, but if he did not crit me, I would have been around like 29, 30 before the Figgy, and the Figgy puts me back up like 79, 80. So he was banded, he had Superpower and Threadlets. Superpower does slightly more. It was a roll, it was still a roll for him to kill me with either of those. It was a roll I believe in his favor for Superpower to kill, but still a roll nonetheless, and kind of, it was maybe like a 40% chance to kill, or 40% chance for me to live, something like that. I forget exactly what the roll was, but my Snorlax is like max defense, max HP, something near that, because it's fat. So that crit really, it didn't matter quite as much as I thought because he was banded, but still, it kind of affected me in my mindset because that really, you know, I mean, I did not mean to do that, but let me go back. Oh, I hit the wrong thing. Okay, let me just get back to the turn. I actually hit a thing, so that's what happened. But anyways, that crit really affected me in my head because, you know, that first, or the, like a second turn poison, no, what am I doing? What am I doing? We're here, you didn't see what just happened. Okay, we're here, different background, cool. But, you know, that first turn, or second turn, poison crit from Sludge Bomb was unfortunate, but I still thought, you know what, I have my Mew in the back, I have my Scarflando, which does well against the team if I can get Tangrowth gone, or really weakened. So you know what, I thought it was still okay, because I have my win cons in the back, but it's weakened down his team, I can win with one of those. So I felt okay, but that crit, you know, if I lose Snorlax here too, then my defense of my team is just kind of gone, and I really don't have many switch-ins and stuff, and it's hard for me to pivot and then chip down his team the way I want to. So it felt like this crit really, it wasn't quite as huge as I thought, again, but still, like at this point, I just, I mean the hacks in this game wasn't like terrible, and not as bad as it may seem. I'll explain some more, there were some more hacks too, but it definitely at least made me think, it was kind of worse than it actually was. The hacks wasn't as impactful as it may have seemed. Yeah, okay, that was right. I just thought I mixed up what I wanted to say, but no, it seemed like it did more than it actually did, but it just, He does knock him out with a Flow Blitz, by the way. But it seemed like I was kind of more on the back foot than I maybe was. Or not even that, but just, it made me seem like I had a harder job winning this game. It was just very difficult for me to win this game. But regardless, we're still alive. We still have a chance. Because if I still have Lando in the back and I still have my Rock Polish from you, so if I can get one of those set up, we can maybe have a chance in this game. So I want to get my Rocks Bronze on as soon as I can. If he was Jolly Scarf, then Flow Blitz was rolled to knock me out. I think it was like right around a 50-50, but he's Bandit, so it was guaranteed to knock me out after that crit. But you know, so I just go for U-turn here because I know he's going to switch, and I got the 50-50 right. If I got it wrong, it was going to be detrimental for me, but I got it right, so that's awesome. So I can bring in Bronze on here because I decided, you know what, I need Rocks up. I want him up for Darm, Manaphy, for stuff, weaken him down. So I go for Rocks. He goes right into Manaphy. So I'm like, okay. I'm not sure what his HP investment was here, so he goes for sub, and Earthquake does not break the sub. If he was no HP, which he had some HP, not like, it was not max, but I think he had like at least 100, he said. So I'm not sure what the roll for Earthquake to break the sub was. I think it was like a very small chance, if any, with his bulk. But if he had no bulk, I had like a 50-50 chance to break a sub, but he didn't. He did not have no bulk. He had some bulk. So I have to go for 2 EQs to break the sub each time. So he goes for another sub because he can get him up for free because I can't break the first one. So this is not great, but I figure, you know what? This is my best play, just to keep doing this with Bronze on and stay in. Goes for Scald. Of course, he gets the first turn burn. At that point, like, in the game, I was like, oh, yeah, of course he does. Like, I felt like the game was just against me, and just, it didn't look good for me to win, and just, I felt like the game's just, it didn't want me to win, you know? And then I was like, oh, yeah, of course he gets the first turn burn. Of course. Thanks. So I wanted to stay with Bronze on and just sack it off because my Lando outspeeds because it's Scarf, or whatever, but still, and my Serp outspeeds, and then my Mew, I forgot I was not maximally timid, and I thought I did the speed tie. I was like, okay, well, maybe I can win the speed tie, or maybe he's not maximally timid, I don't know. I should have Trick Roomed, maybe like last turn, like a turn before, and then gotten in Mew with like a turn or two left to Trick Room. That way I would be slower, some faster Trick Room. Then this thing I can either break the sub or knock it out. If I could break the sub on the last turn Trick Room, then I would sack off Mew and then bring in Lando or Serp and knock him out. But no, so now that I'm burned, I have to go for 3. Yeah, I have to go for 3 Earthquakes to break a sub, so that blows. So here I bring in Lando. I should have clicked U-turn because that would break a sub and I could sack off Mew because Mew is slower than this, which I didn't quite know. But, you know, so I just went for Earthquake to break a sub, but I should have U-turn and brought Mew, sack that off, then I could have brought in Lando, and then I could have brought in Serp and knocked him out, potentially. If not, then I could have brought in Lando and knocked him out the following turn. But regardless, at this point, I'm going to lose because I don't kill him much. I don't think I had much of a chance to because I think he was... I'm not sure what his HP spread was, but I only had like 20 EVs in push attack, so I did not have a great chance to knock him out there. So, you know, I can't really complain about that roll. At first I thought, you know, if he was no HP, which I wasn't sure who was yet, then the roll was in my favor to knock him out, but, you know, it is what it is. Mana Feed's I'm gonna have to use my Mew because I'm not max speed timid, I'm almost max speed, but, you know. And Skull knocks me out and I lose. So we lose in a 5-0. This game was just disgusting. I mean, the hacks, it hurt me, but it's just... Okay, I say that because this game just... It does not really show me in my season, I feel. I don't think I played that badly, just like the hacks put me on the back foot, and then I got more affected by it than I could have or should have. I don't know, I kind of let the hacks get to me, I think. Now through each kind of thing I hacks, like, you know, the first turn burn, the crits he got and stuff, he sort of justified them after the game and talked to me about that, and I mean, yeah, he was sort of right with some stuff. But I don't know. Either way, though, I feel like Turbo built a really good team and really definitely did really well after the first time. Because he lost me the first time, which I beat him 4-0, and then he fixed his team very well. Because I didn't have many ways I could approach this game to win. Like, I feel like it was a very difficult game for me to approach in building. I was able to build very well the first time and I was able to build that way and that style to win the first time. But I had to bring a sort of similar build, a sort of similar team, and that kind of style to beat him. I felt like, or to beat him the second time here. So Turbo knew that, and he fixed his team accordingly and did well to kind of not counter my team, but he did well to at least just beat it, and he kind of knew to an extent what I'd bring him. He did well with his team and his stats. Bronzong, I should have had Boom on it. It didn't have Boom. Knew that was a mistake. So, especially with the Trick Room, I should have Boom. You know, it is what it is. So we lose to Turbo and 5-0. That scores. That grosses me out. I feel like it shouldn't be a 5-0. Should be at least a little closer, but you know, 5-0. But regardless, good game to Turbo. You know, he prepped well, and he played well, so can't really be too mad about that. It's not like he built a bad team. Just got very lucky and just only won because Axe. I think he would have probably won regardless, just because his team was really good, and he played well with it. So you know, and I made some minor mistakes in prep, but you know, that's how life goes sometimes, you know. But good luck to him in finals. He's playing either Greg or Merc. I don't know who won that yet. The winner of Greg and Merc plays Turbo here in the finals. That's cool. I think it'll be on Wi-Fi, so I think we're gonna try to get it streamed probably on Carney's Twitch or something. So we'll see how that one goes. But anyways, I'll probably make like a draft recap, or not draft, like a season recap video, something along the lines of that, after the finals, and then I'll talk about some stuff, season 5 and stuff, and future leagues, and you know. But anyways, I'm gonna get about. This video is already kind of long, especially because I didn't have a team or two. But anyways, I will see you guys with probably the season recap, whatever, or there's some PCL content. PCL is a thing; it's pretty cool. But yeah, I'll see you guys then.